In this review, we're looking at two tennis rackets sent to us by tennisexpress.com. We've got the Head Youtek Radical Mid Plus and the Head Youtek Radical Pro, and the Pro is the racket that Andy Murray uses. So both these rackets use a technology called Youtek. Well, what exactly does this technology do? Well, here I have the Mid Plus, and with most tennis rackets, the harder you hit the ball, the harder the collision with the tennis ball, the more the frame is going to bend at contact. Well, with these Youtek rackets, the opposite happens. The harder you hit the ball, the harder the collision with the tennis ball, the stiffer the frame gets. And stiffer frames allow you to hit harder. So when you're taking big cuts at the ball, the racket gets stiffer at contact, and that allows you to hit the ball harder. Well, if you want a little bit more touch or feel, and you slow your swing down, well, then the frame isn't quite as stiff when you hit the ball, when you make contact with the tennis ball, and that is going to give you that extra feel and extra control. So now we're going to head out to the tennis court, and I'm going to hit with both these rackets. To start, I'm going to hit with the Radical Mid Plus, and the Mid Plus has a head size of 98 square inches. It is 10.4 ounces unstrung, and it is a relatively flexible frame. It's not unbelievably flexible, but I would say it is moderately flexible. And it has a string pattern that is 18 by 20. This is called a dense string pattern, and that is going to give you some added control. Now I'm hitting with the Radical Pro, and the Pro has a slightly bigger head size. It's 100 square inches. It is 11.1 ounces unstrung, and this racket is also relatively flexible. Now it has a string pattern that's a little bit different, 16 by 19. This is an open string pattern, and that is going to allow you to create a little bit more spin. The other thing I want to highlight is so far I've been hitting with classic mechanics, so to speak, a moderate swing speed finishing over the shoulder. Well, now I'm going to switch. I'm going to hit with my normal technique, and I'm going to swing harder at the ball, more racket head speed, and I'm going to be using what is called a windshield wiper forehand. Well, the Pro and the Mid Plus are, of course, players' rackets. Andy Murray uses the Pro, so these rackets definitely perform when I swing like I'm doing right now. But these rackets also perform very well with the technique I was using earlier, where I had more classic mechanics and a more moderate swing speed. So the point you want to take away is that these rackets are going to perform regardless of the specific type of technique you are using. You can have a more moderate, more classic forehand, or you can have that windshield wiper forehand I'm hitting with now. The racket is going to perform regardless of how you swing at the ball. These two rackets, the Mid Plus and the Pro, are good for intermediate to advanced level players. Both these rackets performed well with a variety of swing types, the more classic mechanics, and then when I ramp my racket head speed up a little bit. And both these rackets are stable at contact, so if you like that, if you like a stable racket at contact, you'll probably like one of these two rackets. Both these rackets are also on the flexible side of the spectrum. You have real stiff frames, and then you have flexible frames. Well, these are on the more flexible side. So if you like a racket where you don't really feel it in your elbow, you'll probably like hitting with either one of these sticks. Now, if you want to demo one of these rackets, there's a link below this video that will take you to tennisexpress.com where you can demo them for free. And if you own one of these rackets, please post in the comments below and let us know what you think about them. Thanks.